I'm telling you, man. I'm dragging that hog out. I'm in the mud. It's totally black, right? The eeriest fucking growl you ever heard. I'm shaking. It was so. I had to fire my gun. Okay, it growled at me twice. It went. I said, dude, I was like, I don't know if it was a bear.
It's a fucking Bigfoot.
My God, dude, check out my fucking hog. I'm dragging that hog. I'm stuck in the fucking mud to my knees. My knees dragging this fucking hog. Dude.
You're lucky to beat the pulp out of you standing stuck in that mud. Another Bigfoot encounter. Oh.
Out of here.
Where you going? Oh, for God's sakes.
Look, man.
Why didn't you wait for me? God damn it. I got no way to turn around. I got no way to turn around up here. Oh, shit.
I'll wait.
So tell me what happened.
I'm waiting for you.
Oh, come on. This is ridiculous. So what happened exactly?
I'll take you back to it tomorrow. We'll go see if there's bear tracks there or what's there, because I know it was standing in the mud with me. It couldn't have been from me to Ron's truck away, okay?
You know he's done.
It growled at me 3 times. The first time I went, I stopped to get my bearing to the truck, and it was right. The truck was right there. I know right where my ribbon trail was, right where I thought I ejected the round, but then.
So what kind of growl did it sound like?
Oh, dude, like it sounded like a deep, like a bear, like a bear or a fucking.
That's Bigfoot.
It was insane. It was insane. I'm telling you, man.
Me and Vince had the same thing happen to us. Growled right in our ear. We turned around, it growled.
For microwave use.
Yeah.
Didn't hear a damn thing. I mean, didn't see a damn thing. It growled right in our freaking ear when we walked by.
Fucking
Went,
nuts. Dude, that was close the door. That was the deepest. It sounded like a bear to me, man. I mean, but I couldn't imagine why a bear would ever have stuck around. But like you said, that hog was.
You would have
sitting
seen
there
a bear.
Smelt it. It was black. I couldn't fucking see nothing. I couldn't see where it was. It was all. It growled, and I went like this to see. I turned around, but.
You didn't have a flashlight?
My headlamp, but still, it wasn't. I mean, you know,
He didn't have a screen light. He had a screen light.
Yeah. I mean, I turned around like that. I can't tell what direction find which way a sound's coming. Growling like that.
I lit 2 does.
Okay, we're on our way to where Bill had the possible encounter last night with the cryptid. And he was dragging a hog out of the woods, and with his hands tied up, not expecting to have anything happen, it growled next to him a couple times. Was it 2 or 3 times?
3 times. The third time.
Third time?
It was this lad. I heard it growl. The first time I said, what was that? I didn't know for sure. It sounded like a growl. So I stopped. And it growled at me again. I said, yeah, that was a growl. Yeah, it scared me. And then on the third time, it growled. I fired the gun. I was looking around.
Did you notice anything peculiar about the growl?
It was a deep, freaking,
Guttural?
scary growl like I'd never heard before. It was crazy. I mean, it sounded like...
And how long you been hunting?
It sounded forever, 40 years.
So it's not like one of those BFR
I've heard everything
reports.
in the woods there is. I've never heard anything like this. I mean, but I've never heard a bear growl at me, really. Or, you know, there's no lions here, so it sounded deep like a lion. It was deep. I'd like to...
How high did it sound? Were you able to detect that?
What do you mean, how high?
Where'd the growl come from?
Oh,
Ground level, top?
It was right there. It was either right above me or he was within 10 feet of me. It was pitch black in a cypress swamp in the mud, as you're going to see, but it was at night. And I was in the mud. We're going to look right now to see if it's tracks. You're going to see.
And we are in Nature's Coast, Florida. The Gulf of Mexico is about, what, 2 miles to our left?
Not even that far. Probably a mile.
And this spot right here, is actually real close to where Ron, the hog buster, the other video upload we got, where he had the encounter where him and his brother-in-law went back into the woods. We're sitting down, and a big black Bigfoot was chasing hogs.
It's actually in a very similar
It got stuck in the
spot,
mud.
really close to where Ron had, where all the same description of the area is exactly the type of area where I'm in with this hog. Exactly. Sawgrass, river, mud.
I actually marked it on my GPS, and that's the reason why I stopped there. And I was like, oh shit, somebody's truck is parked there last night. And I was like, oh, it's you. That's when I called you on the radio, and then I went up a little bit further.
I totally didn't expect any of it. It was crazy. I'm skeptic. We're going to check it out. All right.
So we're gonna go see if
I'm
the
not
tracks are
skeptic about the growl. There ain't no doubt that happened, and it was an eerie, deep. I mean, I can imagine a bear would growl at you like that, but I guess it's possible. But
In Florida, bears, they don't attack anybody.
It's-
They're not threatening it to anybody.
not usually. I've never heard
Not
of it.
usually.
Mm-hmm.
Not even if they got rabies. They're not there to growl at you. They are gone. They hear a human walking through the woods. They haul ass.
I've never had nothing stand off and growl at me. It wasn't no coyote. It wasn't no dog. It was
So,
bigger than that.
40
all right?
years of hunting. How many bears have you walked up on in the woods? They're able to walk up on.
Oh, never could walk
Yeah,
up.
it
on
doesn't happen.
But seen maybe.
I found 4 dead
3.
bears over the years.
We've seen 3, and people with me have seen a couple.
Bears of people murdered out in the woods.
But more than I've ever seen just in the last few years. But never could you come up on one or anything.
Yeah, you're not going to walk up on anything. Now, sometimes you walk up on a
Not
hog at night.
real, true wild animal you ain't walking up on.
Well, you got a better chance of walking up on a wild boar during the daytime. At nighttime, yeah, they're not in the open. If they got their faces covered in the palmettos and all that, they'll stay put.
Yeah, they won't move.
But they're not going to growl and give their position away. You might hear something like
They'll
a
go
groan.
quiet. The animals will be quiet.
Yeah, that's
They'll
how they-
make a
that's
sound. That's how they
If they don't, they
avoid
get
being
shot.
in contact. Avoid getting eaten.
So I think this was a Sasquatch, and he was pissed because Billy was taking one of his hogs. He's
He
working that
definitely
hog.
wanted a hog. We're going back right now to look at the blood, the tracks in the mud. There'll be no doubt. You guys are going to see it coming at you live here in a minute.
And what do we always
After
say?
this commercial break.
No, we don't have
Don't forget to
commercials.
subscribe.
I pay so there's no commercials.
Click
There don't have to be
subscribe.
commercials. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Not that I care, but I don't make anything off my channel, but
Oh, quit. Turn the thing off. Let's go. Gas on it. We're a ways away.
I can't gas on it. We have a speed limit here. It's strictly enforced.
Oh, there's somebody here.
I already got yelled at yesterday for it. Guy was trying to force a shootout. I was giving everybody an idea how deep we go in the woods. I mean, this is not like, it's not green swamp where you pull over and turn your back and tell everybody you're a Bigfoot owner. This is big time. We're out here at night, walking through the swamp at night by ourselves. Going up into the stand in the morning
I don't know
before the
if I'll
sun
be doing
comes
that
up.
again anytime soon.
Yeah, it usually knocks 3 years off your hunting.
It's going to knock at least a couple of trips off.
Especially if you don't, I'm telling you right now, there's not going to be any tracks because Bigfoot is ethereal. It comes from the 7th dimension, drops down, and you just had your veil thinned because you asked the universe to send you a hog last night. Give me an opportunity to kill a hog. And the hog volunteered itself, spiritually gave itself figure because you eat hogs, and you thin that veil. And when you thin that veil, the Sasquatch comes in.
Actually, right here's where Ron's Bigfoot encounter was. This is where Ron's was. That's his spot. That's where Ron's Bigfoot.
Okay, this is Bigfoot habitat right here.
Took something out of Pocket Creek, man. Kind of freaky,
It's gorgeous. We're coming out here in the kayaks. We're gonna be hunting out here in the kayaks next time. We should have brought up this trip.
And my area looks exactly like that.
Yeah, Ron also, because Ron comes out here a lot, he had a Bigfoot run out in front of his truck. He told us that story too right here. I've been up here maybe, 10, 12 times. I can't say that I've had any encounter. I would call this an encounter if that's what it is. Did it feel like it rattled your insides?
Definitely.
Say it out
Scared
loud.
the crap out of me.
Did it rattle your organs?
Yes, my spine. It was eerie.
So, a bear's not going to rattle your spine like that. I mean, probably a Kodiak bear would, but these Florida black bears are, 50 to 300 pounds usually. Oh, that cell phone is still down there. It's a waterproof phone. It's good though.
I'm getting that.
You got boots on.
Getting
That's an iPhone 10. We're gonna look at it on the way back. Should have grabbed it that day. We found a brand new iPhone 10 laying in the freaking water there. Yeah, look at that. I think this is the bridge where it's at. Deep. It's hog country here. Got another bridge. It's nice of the government to put these bridges out here for us. Yeah, look at this. The Gulf of Mexico is, it's probably about 1.5 miles that way. Oh, it's Monday. That's why nobody's hunting. What is that noise on the front? I got my front end rebuilt and it still makes that noise. Huh? Brand new shocks. Everything's replaced. Upgraded everything and it still makes that clunk. Upper control arm bushings. It's not the brakes.
Slow down.
I'm starting to come into it here.
No, go ahead.
This very well could be Hog Buster in front of us. It's up here rooting your hogs out. So we're going to be walking all over our evidence. We're coming up here to look for the tracks. I got my casting powder. Wouldn't that be something if somebody's parked here and walked all over our shit?
You're getting close, so slow down. It's after that yellow.
Should let this guy go by. That's your cue, buddy. Go. A lot of looky-loos yesterday. Sightseers. There's like 6 cars coming through here. One of that kid sitting on top of the roof.
Alright, that's right. Going up slowly. That's good. Go past the 6. You gotta go right past that 6.
Yep.
Keep going. How about that next tree? Wait a minute.
He's using a GPS locator.
Yeah, it's by that tree, I think. Right there's where I parked.
Your truck was nestled in on
Right now,
this.
you can see the mark.
Okay, good.
Oh, right there. It's that tree right there. That big
That's all
tree.
right. We'll just park right here.
There's a big area on that side of the park. I'm telling you, pull over by that
Where?
tree, right in front of the cypress tree, right here. Right here. This is the spot. Rip the markers down on the ground. Right there.
I've got to fold my mirror in because I don't want anybody to hit my
Pull
mirror.
up a little more. See, I put the marker right under the tree.
All right, we're going in.
Right over there, I'm gonna show you, but I dragged the hog through here. Here's the drag mark. We'll walk back on my tracks because there's no tracks in here but animals and mine, and there were only 2 sets of mine. So come on, we came out this way, but it already happened. I was already scared. I left the hog there because I had to run up here and take. I left the hog right there. So I had to take the fire off. But this is the way I drug him. Somehow right here, we should go to see.
All right, look carefully before you walk.
There's one of my tracks. This is a drag, I think. It happens over here.
Let's take our time. We don't want to miss anything.
Through here. See the ribbon on the ground? This is why I marked it, because I see how I drug it. See the drag on the ground right there?
Yeah.
Because I knew to mark it so I would be on hard ground.
Right.
So this is, and I had to mark the ground because this fills up with water and it's muddy out there. And at night, it's completely black. So come on, this is marks the way to walk.
Look everywhere because he's probably pissed off in here and walking all around in circles. There's got to be a track in here. Whatever made the growl, there has to be a track of something that made that
You
growl.
would think so.
If there's no track, it's a Bigfoot.
See the drag, and here's my feet, right?
And look, the trees are too tall for a panther to be sitting up in. I mean, they could go up there, but the growl's not gonna scare you from up there.
Okay, so come here. We're gonna walk around that way. I came across that way. See the mud?
Yep.
I was underneath that tree when it growled at me. See that marker? I got the hog back, I drug it to there, and then I marked this to go straight out. But we can walk around it because there's mud right there. But this is the way there's a raccoon track. Where the raccoon track. These are my footprints. That's my footprints. I drug that hog through there and out there, up there. After that thing growled at me, which was right over there, I went from there to there in about 3 seconds.
So where did you discharge your rifle at?
Over here.
Over here?
Over here, bro. Over here. This is the way we shoot it come around right here. But there's a lot of cypress knees. You got to drag the hog over that, so that's why I marked it that way to go out. You couldn't pull him over these knees. Okay. There's some hog tracks. That's a pretty good hog track right there, and there's some hog tracks and some raccoon tracks. That's the way I went out right there. They had already growled at me over here. Come this way. Anything in here, I would say that thing had to be. I was standing right there, right. See, that's the drag. See the drag right there?
Yep.
The drag?
Oh, yeah.
I was standing right over there. But any of these tracks aren't mine. These are animal tracks. So watch what you're stepping on. Look.
Those are boot tracks. Those
That
are
was the
Billy.
first
That's
time
where he
I went
dragged the
in.
hog.
That was the first time I went in. This is the way I dragged the hog out. I was standing right here when I shot the gun.
I'll insert a picture of the hog.
I think I was standing right here. So it happened.
Look at that
I
paint there.
think I was standing right here when I shot the gun. What is that? What is that? I was standing right. I might have even been standing on this side of the log, but I was right here by this log because I had just pulled up to here, and because I know I had to make a turn because the truck was over there. So I knew at this log I had to look for the ground marks because it's black. You don't see nothing, so you had to look. So this is my ribbon hidden, so I knew I had to go that way because of the muds and the other direction. That takes me straight.
So where exactly was it happening at?
I'm gonna say it. So I was standing
Right in here?
I was standing somewhere right here.
Okay.
When it happened, I was just decided and headed that way.
And it just happens to be where he could actually walk through here and not leave tracks.
I just tried to come right here.
Okay. There's some hog tracks. All right. I'm gonna put my boot down, see if I can leave a track there.
Well, let's walk back to where I shot the hog. Okay, it's only this portion is dry. This is.
Yeah, if it's Sasquatch, he's gonna be watching you here the whole time. So there's got to be a track he left someplace. He had to F up and
There
leave
was
one.
blood there, so let's see if it went to what came to the blood. This is the trail. I came through here. See the tracks for the hog. I dragged the hog out through here.
Okay, this is the drag marks of the hog.
See how it piled up the dirt, or piled up the leaves right here, see?
Mm-hmm.
I pulled it and the leaves piled up right here. I pulled them all right through here. All over there.
Drag mark. Who put these orange ribbons on the trees? You did? Wow, this is beautiful in here.
Oh, dude, wait till you get up on there. It's really crazy looking. It don't look like nothing down here from over here in the climber. It looks amazing.
Let me go over here and look at the water real quick. Are you looking? Keep looking for tracks. That looks like a boot track. That's a hog going through. All right, we're going to thoroughly look through this place. Oh, Jesus, thick mud. So this is where Ron, Hogbuster Ron, and his brother-in-law were sitting on stools, just like me. Look at that. My boot is a foot down into the mud. So you can't walk through that shit. They were sitting in here hunting. They had 22 rifles. It was small game season. And a black Sasquatch was coming through here chasing the hogs. It's prime habitat. I don't see any large game tracks that could have made a growl like that. These are all 80-pound hogs. There's the blood.
Yep. That's where he was. I was in that.
That's
tree.
where you shot him?
I was, yeah, he was laying.
Okay.
I was in that palm tree in between those two ribbons.
Which way you were facing?
I was facing this way though, looking. The river was behind me, and I was looking at. I can see all the way around.
So which way you're facing?
That way.
So I'll bet you he's back here watching you. This is where he probably started watching you.
I was in this next tree. This one right there. That one. Right here.
Where?
Right there. That one.
This one?
Yeah.
Facing that way?
Yeah.
Okay, so I would say he would probably be over
was I
here.
in that? Yeah, no, I was in that one. I was in that one. See, here's my question.
So he was waiting for you pretty damn close to the road.
I was in distance of my marks on the tree. And when you get up there, dude, it's beautiful. You can see that river back there. You can see. So I thought, well, I can see all the way around for 80 yards. Take a shot anywhere. And I said, let him come back and get between those two freaking rivets. And it ran out of there, right there. And all I had to do was take it back out. That's cool. I've been all the way back here. Me and Ron, there's an island way on the other side. This was never like this. This used to be until 2 years ago when that storm came.
Yeah.
It blew down all this shit. But these trees and branches came from that hurricane 2 years ago. But before that, I used to hunt back there. See where that big blowdown is? That huge blowdown, that cypress tree right there?
Yep.
Okay, you could cross the river right there. That wasn't blowed down. None of this was like this.
I see big tracks over there. Did you walk over there yet?
Yeah, I think I did. I did. Yeah, I did walk there. I walked around trying to decide which one of these trees I was going to go. I know I didn't want to go no further because it's real muddy the rest of the way. So I didn't go no further than that. See how deep the mud is. Yeah. I went up to. I think I went to there. Because I know that there's a river around there, so they cross. It's shallow. It used to be shallow where that palm tree is, and over there's a real shallow spot, and there's an island on the other side, and you can get over. It was tons of hogs in there, but you have to cross that little river. But this used to be drier. I could walk back there, and I wasn't walking through all this mud. If I kill something, I got to drag it through this. There's no way I could do it.
Yeah.
That's why if I get something there, that's cool. If not, I can't do it. Because that's bad enough. I almost got killed. Bigfoot tried to eat me. But we used to walk back here. I used to walk back here before these blowdowns was like this. You could still do it. I'd walk in the mud, but you can't kill nothing. If you kill something with all these trees, you got everything. You got to pull it over every tree that you freaking blowed down. Look at all the blow down trees. That all happened 2 years ago. Which it's cool and all, but it's not good for hunting. I mean, it was just old dead wood. But you can't drag animals over it real easy.
We need to find tracks because he's got to be in here.
Eric, it was beautiful when you got up there. I'm telling you.
Let me tell you something. If there's no tracks and you have a big animal like that, a big beast, he's purposely hiding his tracks. He's walking on something where he's not going to leave tracks.
That trail across that grass and stop right where the blood is.
I know.
There's another one. Remember at home. There was so many hogs back in here 3 years ago. That island was full of them. We walked over to that island. I got pictures of me at that island. I used to walk back there, but even if I walked back there, I couldn't shoot nothing back there. You never get it out.
Looks like somebody planted Prologic in here.
I about died just because of what I.
Okay, you know what? What if the Squatch came in from the other side of the road?
That's what I'm thinking, because
Yeah.
there's a good forest over there.
Yeah.
I think it came from that side.
Let's go look.
I think whatever it was came from over there.
Let's go look. There's some tracks right there. Big hog coming through. And that's the tracks we're looking at over there, right? Did we walk there yet? We didn't walk there.
That isn't my track. I don't think those are my tracks. I don't know. I might have looped it around to there once, because I think I looped and came back this way, because I was looking
This is
for
a-
a tree to put up on.
This is a hog that came through here this morning. Those are
Oh,
fresh.
that's a new hog track right there.
Yeah, they're brand new.
That's a big one too. That's a big hog track.
The water hasn't even filled them in yet.
Yeah. No, that's a big hog track.
Yeah, he's probably in here when we walked in here.
I was gonna leave my stand in here, but I didn't see that many hogs. I know there'll be another one.
Yeah. This is the place to hunt for hogs here.
Yeah. Until you gotta drag a big one out of here. Look at that. It was a big one, huh? That's a nice one right there.
Yep.
There too. There's some more.
Yeah.
See, mine came through here. There's like a head, an oak head over there. See here? Look, and that's where they came from. And that's the way that we run went across the river. And there was quite a few hogs in here. A lot of trash. They came right. If you go right through there, see that furthest part? There's like an island over there, separated from. It's not really an island because it's connected by the bridges down there.
Yep. This is beautiful.
But I used to go back there. So I had to drag a hog out of here when these blowdowns wasn't here, and it's bad enough, man. And that was 3 years ago. It was Ron's hog. We were back here. There was so many hogs back here that year. That was only 3 years ago.
Nobody knows about this spot too because it just
looks regular.
it just looks like regular woods when you drive by.
Nobody really comes out here. So.
I mean, all the woods look like this, but this is nice because it's open.
And at night, boy, at night is it dark in here. You don't see nothing.
And that's reason 3 why I believe it's a Bigfoot, because yeah, very dark nights, that's when they get up close and personal. Well, we're going to thoroughly check this out and make sure. Yeah. Interesting. Bunch of limbs bent down in the same way. There's another one. Another one over there. Billy, come here, look at this. I'm looking around to see if there's any limbs facing that way. Well, these kind of facing that way. I mean, it could have been a storm going this way. Look at this. We got limbs here. All these limbs are facing this direction. And the theory is what Bigfoot does is he bends the limbs down in a row to show you, to tell you that this is your side and this is my side. That's what a lot of people think. All right, so it's all through here. So let's go see if there's any limbs. Limbs everywhere bent. All right, that's not very significant. Yeah, I got some here. Looks like somebody's putting bait out here with seeds. Now look at this ground. There's my footprint right there. I weigh 200 pounds, so let's do, that would be about
It's
800.
actually drier than it was yesterday. It even dried up in the time I was there. I was here.
Boot tracks. Those aren't yours? Those are boots, though.
I know there's a boot, but I don't know who.
Maybe it's mine. Let me stick my foot next to it. Those are mine. Probably. It's definitely my footprint. Okay, let me ask you a question. What is the furthest away it could have been?
I swear it couldn't have been. There had to be closer than you and me are now, closer than that tree. I would say that as far as you are right now.
15 feet?
As far as it could have been. Let's get back in here where it was.
Look at these tracks. God. Here's a hog went right through here today. You got tracks going this way. Those are from last night. Ugh. That's a boot track. See, I fully expect not to find any tracks, because that's the way it works. Now, see, if that was a bear, you would see tracks in here. Because you can't walk 20 feet without putting yourself in mud here. That's a deer track. Boots. See, I can't even walk in that. It's too, without proper boots. I got ankle boots with snake chaps. There's the hog drag marks from the hog. Okay, we didn't look over here very good.
I was standing right here.
So what side do you think the growl came on?
I can't really direction find sound. I looked like this all the way around with my headlamp on.
And you didn't see him.
And I didn't see him, but I looked really fast. It scared me so much.
Replicate the growl.
I can't. I've tried
Do your
to do
best.
it to myself. I'm not going to do it. It was a deep, I mean, you know.
How loud was it?
It's like similar to what you hear of an alligator, but it was, you know, that kind of sound, but it was loud.
So alligator
it was
does
loud.
info sound.
There ain't no alligator right here, man.
No, you know alligator.
Not one that
If
big
an alligator was
either.
growling 3
You'd
times,
see
he would have
it.
got your ass.
Damn.
A growl is a threat. Usually get one.
No alligator right here. I'm not that big.
So it
You
was
would
like,
have seen it anyway.
was it like,
It was crazy. I was right here. And I was walking and I was making tons of noise. So I thought I heard something. I said, what the hell was that? A growl, something sounded like a growl. So I stopped. Because I thought I heard something. I never heard nothing like that before. It was totally silent. The woods was silent.
No wind. There's no wind last night.
It was quiet when you know, the woods had already went to bed. When I walked out, it was pitch black in here.
Actually, a lot of people talk about that when you have a paranormal experience like that. Everything gets, all the frequencies are shut off.
So
That's really your higher mind doing
it
that.
growled at me. I was walking. I didn't pay no attention. I stopped. I said, that was a growl. And I listened, and it growled again. I was like, oh shit, yeah, that was a growl. And then he started growling the third time. I looked around. Bam, I shot the gun, and I started screaming, making some noise, trying to scare it. I thought it was a fucking, I don't know what the fuck it was, man. Then I the truck's only right there. So I hauled balls as fast as I could, dragging a 100-pound hog, carrying a climber with a gun through there to there. Like I was there. I don't even remember the trip, okay? The only part of the trip I remember is when I got stuck in the mud down there where my boots are stuck. That's how fast I ran out of here. Look at this track. I was pulling that hog. I pulled him this way.
Some boots.
See the slide? Look at me. I just did a burnout with him. Through there. Look at it.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this track? What's that?
Where?
Like that and that.
What was there?
That might be
Listen,
a
listen,
hog.
listen. Did you hear that? You didn't hear that?
Oh, there was a bunch of turkey buzzards over there eating a carcass. They freaked me out a couple times, making noise. To see the drag from the hog, I hauled balls.
Okay, so you went through here with the hog and went around the tree.
I went through there. There must be my feet. Went through there, pulling the hog.
So in a full panic mode, you started zigzagging.
No, I was totally black,
Yeah, I know.
and you had to stay between the
Right.
orange cones. So I came through here, and there's the other orange one.
Orange
I
ribbons.
was supposed to stay on that side. I really could have just went right through here. This would have been fast. Would have been better because it's.
Hey, what are these tracks? Look at these.
Man, I don't know what those are. That's why I said these are footprints.
Can't tell what they are because they've already been. Those are at least 30 hours old right
Those are
there.
a boot right there, but I don't know whose those are. Because I went that way. You see, I was pulling a hog.
Hey, what's in front of you? It came out in front of you, whatever it was.
That's something right there. That's something, I don't know what that's.
That's Billy. Something came through there.
Yeah, come and look at that. That's a kind of a strange looking track.
All right.
Can't tell you for sure what that is.
Coming.
But this is where it would have been. I mean, what would have been.
Hog. Oh, here's some tracks right here.
Those aren't my tracks, right?
Damn it. Going over my boots. There's some big tracks coming through here. But you can't tell if they're a boot or not.
Straight this way. You see, right through here.
That's a
I was
big
running
hog.
back this time. And then
Okay.
when I stepped through there,
Okay, it would have came out on this side. I'm straddling it. There's nothing conclusive here. All right, keep looking because it would have came this way. Now, see, when you shot, did you hear it run off?
my ears, my
You know,
one ear, that
your ears are ringing?
ringing now.
He had a 7mm Mauser. All right, just for the hell of it, I'm gonna look over here real quick. There's tracks coming through here. Did you walk through here? Not conclusive. Well, look at this one. Here's one from yesterday. Or could it have been made right now? Well, something fell in the top of it, see? This is from last night, buddy, right here. Look at this.
Yeah, see the last night or this morning.
Yeah. Well, there's a little twig that fell in front of it. See? It hasn't even filled in with water yet. But you can't tell what it is. Boot or foot. And look at this. He should have came from over here. There's no tracks here. Okay. So that's probably a boot. Because, hold on, we're going to go across the road. All right. All right, look at this. Nothing could come through here without making tracks. What do we got here? Oh, interesting. Billy, did you walk through here? All right, come here and look at this. There's a hog tracks. Now that's interesting. Any toes in this one? Is that a toe? There's a track right there. I'm going to investigate that one. Oh, Jesus. Right up to my freaking... That looks like a damn boot. That's a boot. Size 10. These are the ones I'm looking at. Okay, there's a hog that came through there. Oh, that's a boot. That's a damn boot. All right, that's nothing. Oh, look at this one. That's a boot. Absolutely 100% a boot. I would say that's a boot. Hog tracks. Okay. What we got? Cloaking Sasquatch. It's an ethereal being. Anything that would have growled that loud, that deep, it just manifests into this dimension. Because me and Billy walking through here, 200 pounds each, we definitely left our marks. Bears always leave tracks. No bear is going to be hanging out while you're making through all this noise. There's rattlesnakes out. I saw one yesterday. That's a hog. I gotta check this one out. What's this? Ooh. What we got up there? Hey, there's something dead over there. Huh? Well, why aren't we going to look at it? Oh, no. Shit. I think I got my old boots on. All right. All right. We got turkey buzzards. Oh, I can smell it. Did you look at it? Here we go. Yeah, somebody shot a hog. Picked clean. Another one. It's 2 hogs.
Any bear tracks around here?
I don't see any.
How good people are at cleaning them freaking hogs. Wish I could do that. They skin that bitch right out, man. They must have a hell of a knife. Look at that.
Yep.
Fucking buttons, they pick that thing clean, man.
You're not going to find any tracks in here.
It's good they clean that.
Well, they've probably been scarfing it up too. Yeah, the inside of the head's picked out. See, look at his woods. Those woods ain't nearly as nice as the ones over there. Somebody's using this spot right here to clean the animals.
Probably hunted here.
I see a road over there. See that? Either that or it's a pond. It's water. Look at this. Hey, come here, look at this. See, guys, we know Sasquatch is a real... Most of you watching this, you probably had your own encounter. We know they're out there. Where are all the tracks? I mean, I'm always looking down for the tracks. See, the problem is if we take the kayaks out in the water like this, if we got to get out and push, we'll sink in the mud up to our neck.
Yeah, this isn't winter tide, you know. They stay low a long time. The summer they go be up high. You just gotta be in a high tide. High tide, it's 450.
Yeah, we don't want to get out at all though, so we got to find a place that's kind of high. If we get a deer, we'll just float them behind the kayak. Okay, so what do you think? What's your observation now? It sounds impossible, doesn't it? Something that big could make those big threatening growls and not leave a freaking footprint that a 60-pound hog is leaving.
I thought we'd find some tracks.
Which brings us back to cloaking Sasquatch. I got 4 uploads on that. I got over 110 videos, maybe 120 on this channel. You got to toggle your toolbar in the top left because YouTube has my channel so that it looks like it has 7 videos. But I have at least 110. I got 125 videos. Some of them are marked private. If you're really into the secret space program and researching that, let me know. If you watch everything, I'll send you the links. You toggle that bar and you go on my favorites too. I got the videos, most of the videos grouped into blocks of like 2 to 45 videos each. On my playlist, you'll see my ET story. That was a documentary that James Rink did. We went up to my cabin for a few days. And we did most of the shooting there. That was filmed back in 2011, and that was before I had all the answers to what happened to me. But now I have the answers. Because after we put that documentary up, the Orions reached out to me and made contact, and I got over 700 pages of answers. Look at this. That's a hog. I don't even have to go down there. Look at that. I know that's a hog. There's a nice deer woods back here. So subscribe this winter. I'm going to, when work gets a little bit slower and I got time, I got 51-hour videos I'm going to upload with the conclusions to that documentary called My ET Story. James has it labeled on his side, The Creatures of Cedar Key, I believe. Oh, look at that. All right, I think this concludes this one. This is only about 1,500 feet from our spot.
Mm-hmm. Stop and look out here. See where the hog's going into that little spot over there.
I'm eating sunflower seeds, so you hear me smacking.
Tracks right there.
Look at that one white plant.
It's a pretty unique ecosystem, isn't it, in this place? We used to hunt back there too. We used to hunt back there.
Oh, 50-pounder.
Too small for me. I got 100.
That looks like you can walk through there without sinking up in the mud. As long as you got that grass. Something came through there, dragging its belly.
Why don't you like these lights on your truck?
They're not legal. They're not DOT approved.
Probably because of that smoke on them, huh?
Yep. Coming off this week. Better be paying attention on this bridge. Just where I need to put the kayaks in right here. We'll have no problem.
They got a kayak launch on the other side.
I could park right there. About 8 miles in. These are all good woods back in here. There's a duplicate of back there. Actually, a better place to park too. What's it look like on that side? The same as over here. Oh, we got tracks here.
It's a big oak tree right there. I wonder if there's anything around that. Look at the size of that oak tree.
Where?
Right there. Up a little bit. Right there. It's a big oak tree. There's tracks down there.
I can't believe we haven't seen more snakes out here.
I haven't seen any snakes this year. Not one snake. That's so weird. I've never been a season. I sometimes just stepping over them. Now this year I haven't seen one snake yet. Not one.
It's been like that on my property too.
Weird.
These are all good woods right here. I mean, it looks almost exactly the same as back there.
Which is the sign.
Well, refuge is all over Florida. These are oaks, yeah. Scrub oaks, aren't they?
Yep.
People put trash on the side of the road. There's an entire lunch there opened up. Oh, look at this. How close are we to a campground up here?
Campground's not this way. It's that way. I'm going to show you.
What's-
There's
what-
a pier at the end of this road.
And we can hunt in here?
No, you can't hunt here. You can't hunt close to this road. Look at the map. Where's the map? It changes.
So you can't hunt in the woods out here?
I don't know. Let me see your map. Where's your map? I don't remember. I haven't hunted here in a while, but no is the answer to most of the area right here because it's public access and they don't want you near the public. It's just like the archery site. But
Yeah.
you can hunt a little ways away from it, but I got to look at the map. Where's your map? I got it handy. Here it is. I got it. I got it.
Little pond back in there. This is called Nature's Coast on Florida, the whole west side of Florida.
Actually, you can't hunt on both sides of this road.
Yeah. The deer in here are going to be thick. These are all scrub oaks.
Can't hunt on both sides. This is just a little block right there, that little white block. This is the road we're on right here. You can hunt on this on either side of this road.
Oh,
Full length.
squirrel.
I didn't know that.
Wow, look at this out here. Nice. here.
Flat.
Yep.
Fish.
Make a nice deer stand, but I don't think they'll let you use that. Go out there and get your own oysters. This is now Upper Suwannee area. How's it going? Good. Here's right next to that spot where you caught some redfish right there, where I just stopped filming. Got a little spot right here we can go camping. Look at that. It's only like 500 feet from the water. Yeah, that's what this is. It's a campground.
So it is that you're not allowed to camp. You have to stay, you're not allowed to camp. Put up a tent and shit, somebody will say something. If a game warden comes by, I'll throw you out.
Yeah.
That's it. I stay in my truck, that way I can sit there, that way I can say, I'm just fucking.
Exactly. You don't got to get complicated with tents and campfires and all that. Just fucking sleep in your truck.
You can even have a, or put up a hammock. You can have a campfire. I don't know, you have to read, it's in that paper right there. It says everything you need to know is in that thing right there.
Everything you ever wanted to know.
About these woods.
Right in that paper.
The law.
It's the law. Felony. Misdemeanors and high crimes are all in that paper.
Every law you want to break.
And then some. You can't go 2 miles without creating 2 felonies and a misdemeanor. That's how the globalists did it. Meanwhile, whatever they do, they get off for it. Not anymore. Not at Trump's at the wheel. Another spot right there to camp. This spot, turn it off. Okay, we just took a right. It is wide open. This looks like my setting where the cloaking Sasquatch number 4 I made, where the 2 ethereal Sasquatches, if that's what they are. Look at that. They were walking out there. This is directly parallel with it, down that way. the real Florida, folks. Millions and millions of open acres to enjoy. You can download your A Box of Monsters videos if you got YouTube Red. Take them with you. You don't have to stay at home watching them. Look at that. Just incredible. If you want to go fishing, you take one of these little bridges right here. You catch redfish, trout. And the great thing about it is the fish you catch, it's not toxic. Or as toxic as every other fish out there.
Stone crabs right now. They're getting stone crabs. Like
Stone crabs, oysters. See the big pile of oysters they had back there?
oysters, stone crabs.
I like to walk up. So you got any drugs or anything to stick me on you? Any weapons? Oh, of course, somebody's coming. Jeez. Come on. We'll let you go this time. Guy's probably like, good, get the hell out of here. So this is the campground on the right here. Right?
The boat launch right here. Right next to it.
Let's take a look at it. This is the boat launch. Out here on a Monday. Look at this. Beautiful. The stars at night out here are just amazing.
Just like the stars in Texas.
You want to get out? Let's get out and take a look.
Not really. I'm resting my body. I
Okay.
can see it. I mean, I can see it.
We've seen it before. Look how far that goes out
I've
there.
walked it 100 times.
Big meteors.
Today. Trying to save my energy for this afternoon's run.
Asteroids laying everywhere. Big ones. Look, a few more landed right over here. Well, they probably didn't land there. They probably pushed them there to make a circle. Got a bathroom, yeah. So we're gonna take a right. Yeah. We're at the Coon Cafe. Sign for bail bonds up there, so when you go to have fun, you get put in the slammer. It's a convenient sign right there for you. Okay, check this out. Yeah. This is the campground. You can bring your dog. Squirrels up there eating the people's food.
Bring your dog.
Sure you can. You can bring a dog here. Why not?
Can't bring the dog in.
Why would people leave their food out like that? I thought the guy said you can bring your dog here and you can't get away.
That guy's dead.
What are you eating? What are you eating? Huh? What are you doing? Nice. People leave their cereal boxes here. Oh, look. Left his name on there. How you doing? We go out on this dock at night. The stars are just amazing. You could actually still see the Milky Way, and it looks like this big white pillar going across the sky. Yeah, we have people living here full time.
That's the creek that's coming out of it. It starts right there and comes down right up over here.
Now check this out. Now look at that. That is just amazing. It's like Montana. As far as the eye can see. Except for over here, you got some trees over here. Nighttime, there's just no cars, no traffic. That little bridge right there. Around here, you can just stop right next to the bridge, fish there at night. You don't got to worry about traffic going by. Maybe one car every 4 hours. Look who it is. It's Hogbuster.
Hey, we just ran into the game warden.
Where's he at?
He's right over there looking for pot smokers.
All right, I need to talk to him.
Yeah, he's the one. That's what he said. He wants to talk to you.
I just shot a rabbit coon. I wrapped this ribbon around it.
Where's it
We were
at?
coming down the road and this fucking coon's in the middle of the road flapping around, doing circles and weird shit. So I got out with my pistol and I come up the road and he's like, ah, like he wanted to chew me a new one. All
He's
rabid.
rabid.
Pow, pow. So I got him. When you go down and
I
go
gotta
over the
cut
bridge,
that. It's Hogbuster, aka Hogbuster.
when you go down the road and you go over the bridges, on this side you'll see a ribbon tied to the palm. And my coon's right there.
Your pet coon?
What?
Your pet coon?
Yep.
I see you
I
guys
told-
finally decided to get out of bed. What is it, noon?
I told him stay, and he's still sitting there. He's a good coon.
We've been up since the sun came up.
I was too. Then I went back. To
I got
bed.
another hog
Yep.
back here.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
See any bear tracks?
Any bear
No.
tracks?
Nope.
My
Nothing.
Bigfoot tracks?
Nothing. We looked.
Yeah, he lies a lot.
We looked hard.
You know what was growling was his stomach.
Yeah, no, that wasn't it. I'm telling you.
So we got
I think
going
it
now.
came out of, I think it was more towards that area where the ground's a little harder anyway.
Where you going now?
Back to our room. He's going home.
Oh, you going home?
Probably,
Oh, okay.
it's a work day for me.
Is it?
I'm going to
Where you going?
relax, and then I'm going to get my shit ready and go hunting this evening and tomorrow morning. So,
Well, were you sleeping in your truck?
no, we got the room one more night.
You want that?
I paid for it for one more night.
Oh, you did you? Because I can't see having it in my room. You got too much heat. You got the heater cranking, you know.
We didn't have the heat on.
Oh, he choked me out the other night. The heater was
I
going.
told him, I said-
I woke up going,
I told Lauren I walked in there, it felt like 100 degrees. You know?
my lungs and my throat were
Like an
literally
old man.
dried like freaking cork.
No, we're going to finish road hunting for a while. I got one coon already.
Got one.
Or coon hunting now.
Make it. Oh, you can make 600-yard shots here on the road.
Yep.
Joking, of course.
I said, man, there's something black on the road. Arm gets his little knocker out right here. I said, look, it's a black thing right there in the middle of the road. It was top of Eric's truck. From down there, you used to look like a big black hog in the middle of the road.
Get that guy that yells at you for doing 5 over the 15-mile-an-hour speed limit.
Yeah. Well, did you really tell you about the four-wheeler guy yesterday?
No.
Guy was coming down here in a four-wheeler. Pulled up, I said, stopped him right there beside him. I said, dude, you know, the game ward's right down the road here, you know. It's $500 ticket. Didn't you see the little signs, you know, little circles of no four-wheelers and stuff?
They don't care.
Well, you keep going, you'll see them. I said, I hope you got good pocketbooks. So we drove off.
$500 fine.
He turned around, and then he passed us, getting the hell out of here. And then what? Here comes the game warden flying down the fucking road, man.
I like to say, what are you doing here? I said, you got any guns or weapons or anything that can stick me?
Yeah, that guy. Well, I pulled up to that.
Make his heart drop.
I said, there's a truck coming up on us fast. And I could see him in the mirror coming. I mean, he's booking. He ain't doing 15 miles an hour. So I pulled off to the side. And when he blew by, it was the game warden. When he blew by, he was hauling ass that way somewhere.
Huh.
In a hurry. Getting to get a four-wheeler. Then you go to Shared Island, and there's four-wheelers with gun cases and the big sign, no firearms or nothing allowed. Big sign. Four-wheelers with guns on them.
It's the locals.
Everybody's got a gun there. Everybody's got a gun. I mean,
You know, the cops, they let the locals do whatever they want up here. They ride through the woods at night with their four-wheelers and...
Shit, me and Bill, in archery, a guy had a fucking gun and a dog and everything in front of us. I'm Bill.
Yeah, walking on the main road.
Yeah, walking on the main road.
I'm like, what the fuck is
Yeah,
this?
it was archery. He had a dog going through the woods. His old lady,
and a kid driving the truck.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, he was hunting everything. I was like, holy shit, it's archery.
Federal land. You got any weapons or anything that can stick me on you?
Yeah, all kinds. One of each.
Why don't you get off that for a second?
Yeah. One of everything.
Take the keys out.
Yep, they're there.
See your hands.
Hold on, I got another call.
Hang on.
You got lucky. Tell you that right now. You got lucky.
Coon killer.
Frightening. They're gonna make. Now somebody's gonna make.
I
Point that thing like some other
had
direction.
to change the bullets, put the cheap bullets, and I don't want to use the
Yeah.
$5 hydro shock.
You don't want to shoot me in the head with a hollow
No,
point.
this is- I don't keep it chambered.
Watch out, I've seen him do some dangerous
Pow!
That was gun safety lesson 101. What not to
There
do.
come the comments on there.
Yeah.
Never take a gun out of a holster unless you're going to use it.
That's it. Yeah, I was.
Well,
Oh,
that's
man, moved.
This is real life.
There you go. Oh shit! I gave
Billy
Stevie,
discharged a weapon.
I talked to Stevie last night. He told me there's alien ships above us looking for men with large penises. He said
They ain't going to find any
He
here.
said the ride on the alien ship was cool. Stevie. I was like, yeah, because he got my fishing wiener video. You know.
Hope it's not during the cold weather.
Yeah, really. Yeah. All right, sir. Let's continue on.
All right.
Silverado Power. See
Good
you
luck.
later, my man.
I might take a hunt here tonight.
All right. Well, I'll see you then, buddy.
Good luck.
Hey, don't forget chocolate cake and orange.
Don't forget what?
Chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake. Oh, okay.
I'm
As
ready.
long as you didn't dig into it, make a trade. This is
You should have had some for breakfast.
Hey, back up.
Ron's.
Back up, hey.
Chocolate cake later.
All right.
Ron had his wife make a chocolate cake. Wanted to trade it for one of our handguns.
No, Arnold's wife. It's awesome, man. That's fucking delicious.
You ate some of the cake?
She brings it every year. Oh, yeah.
Vince and I were walking down the dirt road next to the cabin at 2:30 in the morning, and here comes. We got nothing but an infrared camera. So we're walking down the dirt road, no flashlights, in complete darkness, no moon, and we're just watching the screen on the infrared, trying to catch something paranormal. And this growl, this infrasound growl, just rattled your rib cage right next to our ear. And there's water on both sides of the road. I mean, it's like this water right here, knee deep. And there's no foliage, so there's no place it could have been standing and hiding. And it growled so loud, and it was 3 feet from my head. and Vince was behind me. This happened last year. And we both freaked. Turned the lights on, pulled our guns out of the holsters. We thought we were seconds from an attack. And the growl to me sounded like it was a couple of feet above my head. Vince said the growl came from on the other side of the water. But, you know, I heard it. It was close to my head. But it's funny how, you know, the infrasound was so dynamic that, you know, Vince thought it was coming from over there, but I thought it was coming from behind me. That was definitely paranormal. So I know what you had is probably paranormal. Because that happens. There was no place for it to go. And you could see, I mean, it was like this right here. You could see into the woods. I immediately searched the whole area with our headlights, which are 5,000 lumens. We didn't see anything. Nothing running. No sound of it going through the woods, breaking something. Whatever it was pissed. And it knew that we were invading their space at night. And that growl, I'll tell you what, it was a warning. I mean, we both thought we were seconds away from either I'm getting attacked or Vince is getting attacked. I haven't told that story yet on any of the uploads. That just happened like, I don't know, it was last year. Okay, we're going back toward the spot here where Billy had his incident last night. Ron, the hog buster we just passed, he had a Sasquatch run across the road up here, right in front of his truck. That's always puzzling, you know. They're supposed to be so good at hiding and elusive, but they run right out in front of your vehicle. No, that's a hog. It's huge. It's either that or a big bobcat. Put your window down.
It was up here.
No, it's right here. You went on right there.
Well, he's gone.